Hello everybody, and welcome back to Burpee's Comic Book Asylum. This is the second set of video reviews for comics released in the last week. So let's just go ahead and get on with the shit, shall we? Alright, first of all, we've got the conclusion of Gerard Way and Gabriel Ba's the Umbrella Academy, number 6. I don't know. The art's fantastic, which has been pretty consistent throughout, as well as the original Umbrella Academy mini. The ending, though, was pretty lackluster. Wasn't too impressed. Just kind of felt pretty anticlimactic to me. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I didn't really enjoy the first Umbrella Academy. I mean, I kind of did. I've been told it's one of those things you got to go back and reread, which I intend to do, and maybe I'll update my opinion on that one. But for this one, I was really digging Dallas, but the ending, I didn't enjoy it. Alright, next up, we got Batman Detective Comics number 853, the second part of Whatever Happened to Caped Crusader. I understand this is not a new title, but it's new to me, as I just recently picked it up out of my pull box, which, if you follow my blog, you'll see that when you're strapped for cash, sometimes things go in the pull box. Priorities, right? Any good fanboy who's addicted to the crack that is comics will understand this concept, or fangirl. Yeah, we're equal opportunity comic crackheads, right? So in this issue, it wraps up that storyline. I didn't really. It was enjoyable. Don't get me wrong, but it's nothing stellar. Nothing that I would highly recommend or even remember to recommend, to be honest. The art is fantastic. I am a Kubert whore, though. I will admit that. Andy and Adam Kubert, in particular, I just really enjoyed their stuff when I came into the X-Men, which was my first big thing into comics aside from Batman. When I really started collecting, at least, the Kuberts were kind of running through Marvel, and especially on X-Men, where Jim Lee and Claremont had wrapped up and Lee had moved on, whatnot. So overall, art's fantastic. We got a great cover here. The story, it was decent, but I mean, you got fucking hand puppet bats and fucking Bruce being born. No thanks. Alright, next up we got X Factor number 43. This is one title, ladies and gentlemen, that is consistently fantastic. It's probably one of the better X titles out there by far. X-Force is really good too, but X-Force and X Factor definitely are the ones pulling the line in my opinion, which is unfortunate, and I think a lot of people might agree with at least X Factor. X-Force is kind of a little controversial with how much killing they do, and even for me personally, where I came in a generation like most people, where the X-Men don't kill, it's a little different, but they're technically not X-Men, right? So, anyway, that aside, X Factor's really good. Again, Madrix continues on in the future. I don't want to get too crazy here, but my motherfucking shit just cut off on me, I think. No, it didn't. I'm a liar. Ha, sorry guys. Wasting time. It told me to recharge. Anyway, so X Factor, good stuff. I was a little creeped out by, as you can see from the cover, I'm not really spoiling anything, Layla and Madrix's embrace in front of the sun. Ooh, cute. But very pedophilic, right? I mean, granted, she's no longer a kid, but last time he saw her, which was a while ago, I guess, according to her, because she's all grown up in the future, but for him, it's only been about 3 days, I'd imagine, since he's met, adultified Layla. So that's a little pedophilic for my taste. They do touch on that subject in the title, where Madrix basically points out, hey, this is a little weird, and she says, hey, I was always an adult, but you weren't, Layla, you were not. You were a little girl with stockings and pigtails. So, little creepy, pushing it. This is Marvel 2 weeks in a row now, guys. You've come up with some crazy shit. You got Aunt May getting the fucking hammered given to her. And now you've got Madrix making out with a chick who used to be a kid 3 days ago in his time. That's probably longer in his time, but not enough to not make her a kid. Good stuff. Quasi-statutory rape aside. Alright, next we got Secret 6 number 9. This is a title I really enjoy. Give you a little view of that again. It's a title that I consistently contemplate dropping, but can't seem to bring myself to do it. This issue is in particular a really good example of why I can't. Rag Robin is a fantastic idea, which is introduced here. As you can see, Rag Robin. Tell me that's not some classic shit. If that doesn't get you to plunk down your $2.99 hard-earned money, I don't know what will. Oh wait, yes I do. The line that goes with it, which is, "Never fear, old chum. The He-She Wonder is on the case." Okay, that sells the issue right there, ladies and gentlemen. Aside from that, you've got some kind of standard, you know, good and evil gray line conversation between Bane and Catman, and whether or not they're really trying to contemplate the idea of taking over Batman. Other than that, it's a really good issue. Gail Simone, Nicola Scott, doing a great job. Keep it up. Another title that I consistently contemplate dropping but can't seem to do it is Captain Britain and MI13. And unfortunately, as this has taken this long to get this video review done, just yesterday actually, they announced that this title was being canceled. Wah, wah, wah. Just as I'm deciding as of this issue, this is a great title, gonna take it completely off the potential drop list, it gets canceled. As of July, it is over, but Paul Cornell has assured us that it will be wrapped up in a satisfying way, as he has always planned on it wrapping about 15, this big arc that he's been working on since issue 1. So at least we'll get some closure there. Hopefully we'll see some Captain Britain somewhere else, maybe a few of the characters drifting into other titles. We'll see. Only time will tell. So really sad that this title's being canceled. This newest issue is epic, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. If you are not picking this title up, go ahead and pick up the rest if you want. Go back, pick up back issues, it's worth it. Or just wait for the trade. It's really worth picking up and trade for sure. If you are picking it up still and the news that it's being canceled as of 15 scares you, don't drop it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do it. You're going to go ahead and ruin that for yourself and any potential possibility of seeing these characters used again. Maybe we could see this in miniseries, one-shot. Stick with the team. Let them finish it out. From what they've given us so far, I imagine they're going to be able to come through for us. So stick it out and give them benefit of the doubt. We had technical difficulties again. Next time my camcorder tells me to go ahead and recharge my battery, I will fucking listen, because just there it cut out on me. So, we left off on Wolverine's Cheese-tacular cover here. We're going to resume at Wolverine's Cheese-tacular cover. Great issue. I enjoyed the first half more so than the last half. The first half has Jason Aaron and Adam Kubert, who again, Kubert brothers, I'm a whore for. So, it basically breaks down, the first story we're going to focus on, breaks down a few weeks in time of Wolverine's life. And basically, it's excellent, okay? I'll get more in depth in this later in, that's spoiling. Let's leave that alone. It's a great title, okay? You've got Wolverine going through his life, and it conquers one of the great topics, which is that Wolverine is overused. He's in too many titles, he's on too many fucking teams, might as well be called Wolverine motherfucking Comics. So, but Jason Aaron does a great job explaining this and showing that he really is a broken down guy at the end of all this. You know, he's not just able to go, while he is any more invincible in Marvel, which is pretty fucking ridiculous. But another topic for another time, my friends. The art's fantastic on this, the writing's fantastic. Jason Aaron really does have a great grasp on the character of Wolverine, which I like to see. And Adam Kubert, of course, as we all know, can really draw some Wolverine. I suggest picking this one up for sure. This is one of my favorites of the week. Very little dialogue, lots of art. Shows a lot of, you know, artistic ability on Adam Kubert's part. I'm no art major, but I can tell you this much. To tell the story with as much emotion and just using the figures themselves to tell the story, that takes a lot of skill, a lot more skill than I've got, my stick figures. So, yeah, pick it up. Alright, so that's the end of the video reviews. Anything that wasn't covered in video reviews, I will do written reviews for. And, yeah, that's about it. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, this has been Burpee's Comic Book Asylum video reviews number 2. And if you're at the Blogspot or at the Comic Book Night House already, why don't you go ahead and click the rant button and let me know what you think of this, see if it's getting better or worse, or if there's a title you want to see reviewed, you go ahead and let me know, and I'll see if I can't make that shit happen. That's all I got for now. Stay tuned. There will be more later.